Hi, my name is Kara Morin. I'm 35 years old. I was diagnosed in March of 2010 after my second child. My first symptoms started in 2005 as vertigo. Since then, I've had double vision, visual field issues, numbness and tingling in extremities. I've dropped foot. I've had urinary issues, retention, and frequency. Lucky me. And then I've also had dizziness, walking issues. I've gone from being a wall walker and working to disability and using a walker. And now I'm in a wheelchair for a little while. I don't want to be stuck here. Then I have notes, so if you see me looking down, that's why. I have been to Chicago twice to pursue HSCT, and I've been to Washington and have done a process called SVF, stem cell therapy. Despite these efforts, I also went to Connecticut to a functional doctor, and I continue to eat dairy-free and gluten-free, and continue with the Wahls diet as much as I can with 2 small children. But despite those efforts, there's still been a steady decline. My list of medications that I've tried for DMDs includes Copaxone. That was my first. That was for about 1.5 years. And then Tecfidera and Tysabri. And I ended up getting melanoma in between. And then I did 6 months of no therapy because I was rebelling. I don't know. Then I went for a more aggressive treatment for Cytoxan, and I did that for 1 year. And then I did CellCept as a follow-up for about 1.5 years, and I washed out this year for about a month. Had another decline while I did that. And I have been on Ocrevus now for about 1.5 months, 2 months. And that is proving to be a good choice. I'm starting physical therapy again and occupational therapy again for the 3rd time. This time it's in the home, which is amazing. Like, most of the effort it takes to just leave the house between making sure I have all my medication that I'll need when I'm gone, making sure that I've eaten, I have coffee, I've gone to the bathroom, the list is endless. Usually just doing that is exhausting. So potentially having a facility that has all of these doctors in one place is amazing. So it would totally help because I don't drive anymore, and I always have to find a caregiver. And at this point, not many people I feel like can handle me other than my husband. And that would mean that he would have to take time from work. And with him being the only one working, that's not feasible for doing like 5 different doctors. So, anyway. My current struggles include walking, weakness in my extremities, my speech, obviously, you can tell. It comes and goes depending on the time of day. Muscle spasms, spasticity, the spasticity in my legs and my bladder, thank you stem cells, has kind of subsided. My bladder is like brand new. Spasticity in my pec and my lat is greatly remedied by Botox. That has been a godsend. In the past week or two, you can tell it's wearing off, and it's time for me to get another dose. I also have sensitivity to cold and hot. I've noticed with Ocrevus that's more manageable to hot weather. And fatigue, obviously, fatigue. It's awful sometimes. And when the days I have PT and OT, they really tend to just hit a wall around anywhere from 2 to 4. Some things that I do to cope every day, I take a long list of vitamins and supplements. I take spasticity meds. I drink coffee. I belong to a group on Facebook that is called MS Gym, and it teaches your brain how to use new neurological pathways through movement and, calming spasticity down. It really, really helps. It would be helpful to have all of these doctors in one facility. That would be fantastic. And to have everyone on the same page for your care rather than, all these different ones communicating. And, I always forget information from, Dr. A to Dr. B. And then not only that, but the stress of leaving the house and always making these appointments and not knowing whether I'll have a bathroom like anywhere near me is always a huge heighten in anxiety. If I could have anything, what would that be? And what would the facility offer? My answer is maybe a massage therapy or a person that leads in meditation or gives you the tools of how to do it at home. I would suggest a support group that could meet there and a support group for families or counseling for families, because it's very hard when you're going through these declines to accept it or think that it's normal, or everything that you do on a daily basis is so different than what normal is. And just recognizing that that's okay. It's very hard to explain to 2 young children. And I mean, it'd be so much better to have someone to help navigate that. I love the idea of having a car there. That's always a car in the facility to help, like, learn how to transition properly, or like even practice with seat belts. And my suggestion for the facility would be that there is a bathroom in every room, and that getting MSers to get to the facility and feel comfortable and feel like they can handle this visit would be to have a bathroom in every place, every room. I think that's all my notes. I'm sure I've forgotten a ton of stuff, but I am really excited for this opportunity and for Dr. Baratek to open a place that would be so reassuring that you could get there and they would have everything that you need. Thank you for your time.